Ryan, I know this team fell just a little short of that goal hitting the postseason, but as the captain of this club, how proud are you the way that they've grown? I mean, from the beginning of the year, start of the season, training camp, that challenge there at the All-Star break to playing these meaningful games in April.
Yeah, we were in a tough spot at the All-Star break. I think guys did a good job of buying into Matt's message of playoff push and playing meaningful games, and that's what we did for most of the stretch. Came up short, dug ourselves too big of a hole at the beginning of the year. But we had, just collectively, I thought throughout the season got better as a team, and maybe we were one of the younger teams at times, and so you saw a lot of improvement, I'm sure, with a lot of the prospects and their development, which I'm sure people are happy about. But yeah, as a team, felt like we got closer and played for one another more and more. But at the end of the day, too, there's still a feeling in your stomach of the disappointment and coming up short and that not being good enough. And so I'm signed for next year, and you already start at this time. You're decompressing a little bit and thinking about your season individually and collectively as a team, and but coming back next year already starting to think about it, what you can do in the summer to kind of prepare and get ready.
I wanted to ask about, you were brought in as part of this leaders group, that 2-year contract, and it was also culture building in this locker room. I keep hearing how tight-knit of a group that it is in there. What went into kind of building that and developing this chemistry with the group that you guys have?
Yeah, I think with Heater Q and myself and Dansk and plenty of other guys that have been around the league, when Bales came in, you're just trying to make guys feel welcome and a part of things and spend time away from the rink as well. And I think teams that have success tend to be close-knit teams. Doesn't mean you're going to win or make the playoffs, but that is something you can try to control. You're not going to be best friends with everybody in the locker room, but do your best to hang out and get to know each other and bond, and usually that starts to pay off. And so, yeah, I think with being here for 2 years and the culture and the way we want to play as a team and the brand of hockey we want to be known for, we started to play that and have an identity, and it was something to build off of for sure.
When you look back at with your season, 19-goal season, the production was there certainly. 4 overtime goals is also ties the AHL record, so you have that to your name. That's going to go into the record book if you didn't know that one. But what did you like about yourself while you came in here in this full season with San Diego?
Yeah, it had some ups and downs. A little bit of a slow start in the fall. Felt like with production, and then felt like found it a little bit again with my game. And as an older guy and you're brought in, I think you want to do everything right and be a good leader and say the right things and do the right things. But when it comes down to it, you want to win games and produce. And it feels like sometimes you can produce and you're not winning games, but you want to do both of those. And I felt like the wins, it wasn't enough for us to get in and take ownership of that as one of the older guys. And I thought it could have been a little bit better production wise, but it's been. I was in Hartford for 2/3 of a season, really my first full season in the American League in a few years, and so I think there's some things I learned, differences in schedule, and what it's going to take for me to be successful as I'm a little bit older now and in this league and playing in that role. So I'm excited for the summer. I mean, it still stings that we're not playing hockey right now. The fans and the support we had all year, it'd been amazing to play some playoff games in front of them. And so that's obviously the goal next year. And it starts with myself and all of us having good summers, finding ways to get better in different areas of our game.
Speaking of that with summer, what was it going into the off season? What do you expect out of yourself to improve in areas, be ready to go when it comes to training camp time in October?
Yeah, this will be my 12th season coming up. So I'll take a few weeks off and really try to spend some time with Alexis and my 3 kids and just kind of get my mind off of hockey and get away from the rink and let my body heal on its own a little bit and recover. And then after a few weeks, you really start ramping up the weightlifting and the training and some of the cardio. I'll try to stay off the ice a little bit. But as I've gotten older, I've enjoyed skating throughout the summer, not trying to take too much time off. And doesn't mean I'm killing myself out there, but trying to stay sharp, work on skills, work on offensive part of my game. And so, yeah, there'll be some things I'll be thinking about. It's still so fresh, the season ending. I haven't fully decompress. But yeah, after these exit meetings and after some time off, I'm sure I'll start getting excited for it.
With all that said, do you think expectations a little higher when you come into next year, knowing what you want to do, what yourself wants to accomplish, and also what this group wants to accomplish when you hit the ice for the next season?
100%. Yeah, individually, I would like to have a better year number-wise and production-wise, and especially as a team. I think the expectation would be to make the playoffs as it was last year, but I think the standard and I think the identity of our team has been established, and so that's the standard for our group, and I get held to that standard as equal as everyone else, and excited to see what we're going to do, building going forward.
Yeah.